Well, the new tax is 9.9% on Washington taxable income above $1 million. It begins January 1st of 2028. The first returns will be due in 2029. The state says it only applies to the highest earners, and they are selling it as fairness, compassion, balance, justice, equity, and every other focus group approved word politicians use when they're about to put their hand deeper into someone else's pocket, usually yours and mine. Now, here's the part that nobody, certainly regular people, what they don't want us to understand, okay? A lot of so-called millionaires are not Scrooge McDuck swimming through gold coins in a vault. They're not all tech billionaires drinking glacier water out of ethically sourced diamond cups while their private chef prepares them a dish of endangered kale. Many of them are small business owners. They're self-employed people. They're pass-through business owners. They file taxes under their personal name because that's how their business is structured. So when tax season comes around, it may look like they made $1 million, but that number doesn't tell you what it costs to run the business. It doesn't show the payroll cost. It doesn't show rent. It does not show equipment or insurance. It doesn't show fuel. It doesn't show inventory. It doesn't show compliance costs. It doesn't show state fees, business taxes, or the daily miracle of trying to keep employees paid while the government acts like your bank account is a public utility. And at the end of all that, if there is anything left, maybe the business owner gets paid. But the state looks at the gross picture and they say, aha, millionaire. And then the government pretends it has discovered a moral villain. And that's the propaganda. That's the trick. This is the class warfare shell game. For the better part of 200 years in the West, we've been trained to think of, quote unquote, the rich as evil oppressors. That the rich are the problem. The rich are greedy. The rich are hoarding. The rich are why you can't afford eggs or housing or gas, healthcare, insurance, or the privilege of existing in a country where every agency wants a form, a fee, and a password with one capital letter, one symbol, and one blood sample. But here is an undisputed fact of life. No one has ever been employed by a poor person. And that's not an insult to the poor, and that's not me saying the rich are better. They're not. There are good rich people and bad rich people. There are good poor people and bad poor people. Sin is not income-based, and human nature does not suddenly become righteous because someone has a smaller bank account.